Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode here on the PeerCraft server. So to start, I just want to kind of overview what we've been doing in our base here. So in the last live stream we set everything up to auto craft, and we're auto collecting sand and we're auto collecting nether quartz. We got the nether quartz going in the nether, of course, and then in our little, oh come on, there we go. In our little base over here we've got a teleport pad that's going to send us to James 2. That's just what I decided to call it. And that rain is kind of loud. Let's turn that down. And once we go through there, it's going to send us to a desert about 6,000 blocks away that we're just mining the sand out of. And I think we're getting red sand too. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure we're getting red sand too. So, oh yeah, we're definitely getting red sand. So, not sure what we're going to use that for, but we got it if we need it. So that allowed us to almost finish off 2 rows here on 1 level. I've got 64 more crafting up right now. Not that you can see it in here. Let's see, that's the one I want. So we got 64 more of the 64k storage disk crafting up. And although it's going to take a lot of resources, this is all going to be done in the background. So we can go off and do whatever we need to do. I got the chunk loaded, so it'll just do all this by itself. So that's pretty good. And then I've got these crafters here, 2 crafters here going into 2 furnaces that are fully upgraded with 20 upgrades. One's smelting down nether quartz into silicone, the other one's doing sand into glass, and then we've also got coal into graphite when we need it. And the graphite is actually something we're going to need on this episode because we're going to get going on extreme reactors. That's something I've put off for a little while now, just because we've had windmills so far, but the amount of windmills we have is not sufficient to run our base off anymore. So we've got this one going over here for Draconic Evolution and Ender IO spawners, but it's just not cutting it anymore. We're draining power from these 5 windmills here, or 6 windmills here, just to power our refined storage. And even that wasn't enough, so we're actually stealing all of the power over there, so our spawners aren't even running anymore, and we're not even able to run our Draconic Evolution fusion crafting system. So we're going to get going on the extreme reactor in this episode. So we're going to pull that up right here. We can just go into here, and we should just be able to type in reactor. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to get going on this today. So we're going to need these reactor casings, some reactor glass, some of these reactor fuel rods, and I believe the last one we'll need is this reactor control rod, plus 2 of these import, export, and a flux power tap with a controller, which is one of these. Is it this one? No, that's a turbine controller. It's this one here, reactor controller right here. So we're going to get going on crafting all that. And we'll be putting this thing together pretty quickly. We're just going to need to make some room down in another level down there, which we haven't actually dug out yet. So the first thing we'll do is dig out a room down below. Okay, so we got this whole area dug out here. The ceiling is 9 high. It doesn't have to be over here, but I made it 9 high over here. And over here it's 7 wide and 7 long up to these torches. So we've got these reactor casings, which are pretty easy to make. So let's pull these up. There we go. So these are just made from these reactor casing cores, which are just graphite, which is just smelted coal, gold, iron, and redstone. And from there, you just need to make it into the reactor casings with more graphite and more iron. And then you use these to make reactor glass, just with the regular glass and just regular reactor casings. We need the reactor casings and the reactor glass to build this reactor. So let's get going on that. So the first thing we need to do is place 7 down on this, and we can just wand down the next rows, just like that. And then we need to go 7 high on this. So that's 1 block here. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's torch. There we go. And same thing over here. And we can actually just fly and then place these along the wall here. Oop, that was 1 too high. There we go. And then we can just come back like this. So we just need to do this on all the sides. And then once we've got that up, we can place the glass down. There we go. And just 2 across here and here. And we just need to fill in this area here, just like it is on the bottom. We need it to be a solid block without any, because the glass is going to go on the sides, but we don't want to put the glass on the top. Although I believe we could, because the reactor glass will work as... Do I not have enough blocks? Oh, I don't have enough blocks. Okay, let's go grab some more of those. But the glass should work just as the casings would. So let's see. Okay. So we need some more of these. Let's just make 64. And then we don't need that many blocks. So we'll just make probably 24. There we go. That should be more than enough. And whoops. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Now we can place the glass in on the back and the sides here. So for this, what we're going to do is just come up on the sides just like this. And I want to be on the outside for this. And we can just wand all the way up to the top with this glass here. Just like that. So we're going to take out these 3 blocks here. 1, 2, and 3. And we might take out the 4th one there, but we'll see. And then we just need to take out the center block here, which that should be it, yeah. And then just make a 5 like you would see on a dice, just like this. And this is going to be where our reactor control rods go, the fuel rods and the fuel rod controllers, which are right here. Yeah, the reactor control rods are going to go there. So we just need to make both of those, and then we can install them. Oops. There we go. All right, so we'll jump up here, and then let's see what we need to make these. We need uranium. So I was taking a look, and it looks like uranium is a little bit difficult to work with right now for us. So what we need to do, whoops, that's what I wanted, is there's 2 different types of uranium. There's the immersive engineering uranium, and then there is the, where is it? Should be that one right there. Okay, yeah. So there's immersive engineering, and then there's the industrial craft 2 one. We've only collected the industrial craft one, so we're going to need to put that into a tinker smeltery and get that to smelt down. We could put it into a crusher, though, and that would work as well. But first I want to just see if it'll work inside of the tinker smeltery. So let's throw this in there. Yeah, seems like it'll work just fine. We're going to need to take out some ingots here, because it looks like we're going to run out of room pretty quick. Yeah, that should be fine. And then we should have 1 more block of cobalt. So we'll wait for all this to smelt up, and then we'll get going from there. Okay, so we got 6 blocks smelted up so far, so we should just be able to grab this from here. And let's see. And then I have 10 more uraniums smelting up here, so this should be done right now. And then it looks like it's going to cool really quickly, so that's going to be nice since we're going to have to take out a bunch of these. Oh, it looks like we ran out of space. So once this last, once we take out one more block of this, we should be fine. Okay, perfect. And let's see, we should be able to get ingots from this. Okay, or not. Let me take a look at that and I'll find out why we're not getting ingots. Okay, so I figured out two things. So the first one is that I just put all of my uranium back in my refined storage. Okay, so the first thing I figured out was that's going to give us the wrong kind of uranium, taking out in blocks. It's going to give us this uranium-238. And the other thing I found out is when we put this in our inventory, this happens. There we go. I am not a huge fan of that. That is horrible. And we'll take that uranium and put it as a block. Oh, that's a sapling. So if we put it back like this, we don't get any at all. We don't get any radiation poisoning at all. So I'm not sure why taking it and dispersing it into an ingot will do that. Whoa. Let's go back to our base real quick. Apparently I was standing on this teleport pad. Oh, okay. Not enough power to teleport. Well, luckily /home doesn't require any power at all. Otherwise we'd be trapped there. And let's not stand on that telepad. Okay, so as I was saying, we need to take this uranium block and smelt it down, but we need to smelt it into ingots instead. So when we do that, yeah, okay, we don't have a block in there. And hopefully this is going to, yeah, okay, that's pretty quick. So we get the correct uranium block, which is what we need in order to make everything for this. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Yeah, so this is what we need to make all of the reactor control rods and the reactor fuel rods. So we're going to need quite a few of these. Let's see, at least 5 there, and 735. Yeah, at least 40 of these. So I'm gonna get to smelting these up into ingots, and I'll bring you guys back when I'm done that. So I went up and smelted up 6 more than I think we're going to need, because I'm sure I'm going to need more than I think I'm going to need. So let's see. Yeah, we need 30. Oh, we actually might need less, because I think I miscounted. So the reactor's 7 high, which means we're going to need 5 reactor fuel rods times 5. So we should only need 25 of these. So let's see. Oh, let's put that in there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we'll just, yeah, there we go, 25. I think that's right. And then we're just going to need 5 of these guys. Perfect. So we should be, should be good to put these in now. And then we'll just grab the uranium back out. Actually, let's keep that in there for now. We'll make everything else we need right now as well. So we need this, not that. This one here, the reactor controller. Perfect. And then 2 access ports, which we're going to need to make some chests for, it looks like. So we'll grab 2 chests. And there we go. Alright, I think we should be good on that. I don't think we're going to need a coolant port, but let's just make one just in case, because you never know. And then one more thing we're going to need is the redstone flux port. There we go. And that should be everything we need. I don't think I forgot about anything else, but we'll know in a second. Whoops. Alright, so we'll fly up here, and then we just need to place these reactor fuel rods down just like this. Come on. There we go. So we'll get that one in, and then I could probably just do this, huh? Seems like that's probably a little bit faster. Let's pickaxe that. Oh, good, it gave us back to us. And then we'll just mine out this block here. There we go. So we'll place these last 3 down, and then put that block back in a second. So we'll place all 5 of these down, and then... Ooh, actually, I still need to get in here. And then the issue we'll also run into is the reactor is going to overheat unless if we give it a coolant. And there's a lot of different kinds of coolants, but as far as I know, blocks of diamond are the best coolant, and we got those in spades right now. So I think that's going to be what we use. So just like before, we're going to place all these in. Oops. And I think we might need to go get some more diamonds in order to actually get this fully upgraded to the top. Definitely. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to go get some more diamonds. But that's fine. Hopefully we've got enough in our refined storage. But I don't think we're probably going to. Yeah, definitely not. Okay, so let's check refined storage, see how many more blocks of diamond we can make. And we might need to do iron instead. But we'll just see. Worst case scenario, I go out and mine a couple diamonds real quick. Yeah, we only got 28 blocks of that. Yeah, we might go, I might go do some mining for diamonds real quick, or set it up in a builder block. So we'll get that row in. I doubt that's a full row. Yeah, okay, we're missing this section here. So it looks like we need 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 blocks there, and then just the top row, which is 7, 8. Yeah, probably just like 20 more blocks. No, wait. Like 30 blocks. 30 blocks of diamond. So I'm going to head off and start mining diamonds, and we'll come back as soon as I got enough to get this done. Alright, so we got the last of the diamonds we're going to need. So we'll grab the wand, throw these in real quick, and just like so. And then I didn't bring the glass. Let's grab the glass. There we go. Alright, so we'll grab this. Oop, wrong one. 2 pieces of that. And we should be good now. So this should form itself. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I don't know if you caught that, but all these blocks just changed, and the reactor controller turned red. So it's pretty much telling us that we should be good. I think I put some uranium in there already. Probably not. But it looks good. So let's see. Let's grab these conduits and these basic capacitors. So we want to run that there over here. And then we'll put the 2 capacitor banks just right here. And I want to change these so they're not doing anything on this end here or this end here. There we go. And we just want to input from here. And that should be fine. So now we should be able to grab some uranium, and I went ahead and made a bunch of it. I grabbed the hammer from Immersive Engineering and crafted up a bunch of uranium with that. And that's actually pretty easy to do. So we'll probably just make a stack of hammers. This way when we need it, we got it, so that we can start getting more uranium. But I set up a builder block with
mining uranium and a bunch of other stuff. So we shouldn't need any more than we shouldn't have to go out and mine any ourselves. We should have a pretty hefty supply of that. So let's see. We should be able to stick the uranium in there. So the core is 100% full, but it's not. Oh, is it because it's off? Maybe it's off. Yeah, it was off. Okay, there we go. Ooh, okay, that's heating up really fast. Okay, it looks like it's gonna plateau. Yeah, that seems pretty decent. And we're outputting a little over 11,000 RF per tick. So, how come that's not doing anything? Maybe does it have to buffer all the way up? Yeah, once this is full, it'll probably start going into this capacitor bank. So let's give this a second and we'll see what it does. Okay, so that's completely full. And it doesn't look like any power is outputting. Is there a reason why? Fell in a hole. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing any reason it wouldn't be outputting power. Let's deactivate the reactor. Okay. I'm really not seeing why this isn't outputting power. I will have to take a look. Oh, yeah, okay. Why is it magically doing it now? Sure. All right. No idea why that's doing that now. Let's turn that back on. And that should hit 100% right there. And this is still going up. Okay. I don't know why it wasn't doing it before, but it's working just fine now. And it's gonna start doing the start taking out more uranium, and it should output, yeah, this cyanite ore. And I'm not sure if this can be used for anything. Let's see. We want the ingots. Where's that at? Yeah, right there. So we can turn it into plutonium, some turbine stuff, just regular blocks. I'm not seeing anything else this can be used for, really. What about this stuff here? I don't know what that is, but that seems pretty intense. Some kind of power. Yeah, okay. I'm not seeing anything really for this either. What's the stuff used for? I'm not really seeing anything on that either. Okay, I'll have to look more into this because I'm not sure what a lot of this stuff is for. But let's put some more uranium in there, and then this is fully powered. So right now we might as well deactivate this because we're just wasting any power from this buffer. So it doesn't really make sense for us to be using that right now. But we will stick a... Actually, that's what we'll do. Well, actually, okay. So we're not using any extra power from these windmills right now. So it really just doesn't make any sense for us to have to take these windmills down just yet. But in the next episode, hopefully we're going to set up a draconic reactor, or not a draconic power storage reactor. And that's what we're going to put in this room here, just above the uranium extreme reactor. So we won't be wasting a lot of the power that this is outputting. But I am pretty stoked that this is putting out about 11,000 RF per tick. So that's a pretty good amount. And this is the small reactor. I mean, it's not that small. It's a 7x7, but these things can go up to 23 by 23 by 40. So, yeah, that's going to be a pretty sweet power output once we're done. But I gotta say, I'm pretty stoked we got this reactor done. It looks pretty sweet down here. Hopefully, we can expand this as we go on in the pack. And hopefully by next episode, we've got a storage unit for all that power in here. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. So I appreciate you watching. And don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. And subscribe to see the next video in this series. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode here on the PeerCraft server.